buy that for $1.
Okay, so probably what could be my favorite news of the week is news about a He-Man movie, a live-action He-Man movie that we've been covering together since before this even podcast started. And here's the latest, that Nicholas Galitzine has been cast as He-Man in the new live-action adaptation from Amazon.
He-Man.
Sounds really cool, but how many times have we heard this before in the last 30 years? So all I've really got to say to this is, sure, Jan.
But Kevin, can you feel the power?
I can. Like, I am excited for it, as long as Netflix isn't handling it, because everything that seemed to kind of happen with Netflix in a He-Man way wasn't all that fantastic. That's just my opinion of it. Like, Revelations was great. I didn't finish it. I only got through the first half, but they made me cry with Orko. If you haven't seen it, I'm just leave it at that. But I'd really like a live action movie, a good live action movie before I die, like before it's like retro for my grandkids.
And I totally argue that the old 80s one was a good He-Man. Wasn't great, but at least it had a terrific Skeletor.
Yes, it did. And it had a terrific Evil Lyn.
Yes.
It had a terrific He-Man. It had a terrific Man-at-Arms. It had a terrific Courtney Cox for whatever reason.
Girl is usually terrific.
Yes. But, okay, so look, at the time, the movie was shit. Like, I hated it then. And
most of us did, actually.
Yeah, going through the 90s, I hated it until the DVD came out. And I totally skipped that He-Man in Space cartoon. But having looked at that, the movie's really not so bad. You're like, okay, if He-Man could be in several incarnations of time and space, the movie's really not so bad compared to that piece of trash 90s cartoon.
Yeah, I can see how you can look at it like that. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like all the Thundercat iterations throughout the years, and like the anime version of Thundercats wasn't bad, but that only lasted just a couple seasons. But Thundercats has never actually gotten an actual movie out the gate. And of course, my favorite, Voltron, has been sitting on the sideline since fucking Timbuktu of the middle 80s. I mean, it's had a few iterations, and like the Netflix iteration of Voltron, I actually really like that one. I thought they did a very, very good job. I'd like those writers to handle like another cartoon for like another property. It clearly showed they had some care and love for the property. While they did some things with the story and characters I didn't like, they did at least honor the spirit of the original, in my opinion, and gave us some really badass action scenes. And I would like to see something like that in live action form with He-Man. Like, He-Man should be perfectly adaptable. And this casting with Nicholas I'm sorry, I'm butchering the name, Galitzine. He's got the look of Prince Adam. He's going to have to dye the hair. He is going to have to bulk up, because if he's going to be He-Man, dude does not wear pants. Let's be legit here. He's going to have to rock the body for everybody, for the women and the dudes, for whatever reason they need, but he's going to have to bulk up a lot. He's going to have to really put on the muscle mass and really assume that authority. What I've seen him in, he does not strike me as anything more than just a basic Prince Adam look. So he's going to have to turn it up a notch. And whether they go campy, they go serious, remains to be seen. This is an Amazon MGM product. I don't exactly have high expectations for this. Most Amazon MGM products they've been putting out for the last while have not been very good. So I don't know what we're going to be getting here. It could be good. It very well could be. But Amazon is also, unfortunately, on the idea of we need to make sure that everything is included. So DEI, Bridge, all of that is part of their programming and what they're trying to do with their film and TV products. So that said, I don't know how well this is going to turn out, but I hope it doesn't turn out like I think it will.
I don't know. Was the Tick from this same company?
That Oh God, I'm trying to remember that.
I
I know the
don't
Tick
know.
was largely made by another company, and Amazon licensed it. So that's
Oh,
essentially how they got that.
okay.
And I really like the Tick. That is on our schedule coming up. So everybody, stay tuned for that. Yeah, I know we're gonna shill every time we talk about a fucking old TV show that got canceled. That's what we do here. But what they did with the Tick was fine because it was largely made by another studio before a lot of this other bullshit got their teeth sunk into things.
Mm.
And so at least the Tick had 2 really awesome seasons. I wish it could have gotten a third and wrapped shit up, but He-Man movie, I just can't wait for the day when we hear about a Stargate product and it doesn't have Brad Wright involved, and I'm going, motherfucker, fuck that.
Looking at you, Max. A lot of people have been saying the only way a He-Man movie could work is if it's set in Eternia. I don't know if that's true because, again, we've already had a He-Man movie that wasn't set in Eternia. The part where it was set in Eternia wasn't very fun, actually. It looked kind of stupid, like they were out in New Mexico.
Yeah.
But so I don't know. Like it being in Eternia, would that be campy and cheesy? Not necessarily. Having, the dragons with helmets on, would that be cheesy? Not necessarily. It's all in how you present it. How
If
it
it's done
looks.
right, it would look badass.
Yes. Like a dragon in stop motion form would look cool as hell. Not necessarily.
I want a real Castle Grayskull, god damn it.
Yes, actually. Yes. Build that son of a bitch.
Even if it's just the fucking front of it. That's all you need to do. Be a little old school. You don't have to build the whole fucking castle.
Dana Laurentiis would have fucking built the whole thing. He would have.
Yes, he would. And boy, would that have been an interesting movie. It would have been Ash versus Evil. No, Army of Darkness. I'm sorry.
And then blow it up. Blow it up.
Everything must burn.
Oh, man. He loved blowing shit up. Like,
yeah, he did.
I love the story from Red Dragon where they wanted to blow the house up at the end, but the family's like, no, we still live here.
Yep. And our buddy Justin, a proper Snake Mountain.
Yes, please, and thank you.
And coincidentally, he's doing a Masters of the Universe rewatch tonight. So everybody, after our stream, go check him out. We'll see if we can set up a raid for him if he's doing that then.
Where are you watching He-Man? Because I ain't doing shit. I mean...
Get back to work, you little bitch. I actually have the Blu-ray set from Germany over on my shelf over there next to my Voltron set. I'll take a picture, throw it up on our Instagram, but I have yet to crack it open. It's got She-Ra Power, and I've been itching to get into it. I also have the omnibus for Masters of the Universe from the old comic run. I've been wanting to get into that and actually read that. So I actually got that like super cheap like a few years ago from Amazon. They had one of their little pricing issues. Mm-hmm. So I'm actually with this news, it's kind of got me itching to check back into He-Man and get back to town. My only other concern is like, so if this Masters of the Universe He-Man iteration turns out bad and they try a She-Ra, please, for the love of God, we don't need another cinematic universe. Keep them separate. It's okay. We don't need that. We've had enough of that the last 12 years. Just saying. But they won't do She-Ra because they'll make her lame and gay. Or trans.
All I'm saying is Conan and Red Sonja was pretty cool as a universe. That was dope.
Red Sonja DVD on my shelf back here. I just was looking at that earlier today.
I'm just saying, those things are not bad.
Ooh, Justin. Hera.
Oh, y'all just broke my dyslexia. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's dope.
My synapses just started twitching. Oh shit!
I think part of the problem a lot of people have before we move on to our next topic is largely what happened with Kevin Smith on the Netflix series. It wasn't good. It actually turned out to be very shitty, in my opinion. I really didn't like it. I believe it showed a clear lack of understanding about the source material, and he just wanted to make what he wanted. He didn't really make it for like anybody else but himself. And while largely you want to do that in Hollywood, that you want to make something that you want to see, you don't make it for other people. I do feel like there is a certain element of you do need to make this for somebody other than yourself, or you're not going to keep getting work. You have to appeal to somebody beyond yourself.
When it's an IP like this, yes, I agree with you. Yeah, because it's not like a one-off sequel that you're doing.
Right.
It was the great big revival that everyone was really kind of looking forward to. Everything matched to a point. They even said it's a continuation of the original series, and everyone was salivating for it. And again, I haven't seen the end of the series, so I can't judge. What I saw was not the worst thing on earth. I understood what they were trying to do. I think I understand what they're trying to say. But golly, they fucking killed Orko and they lost me. So again, they could eat a dick.
Well, yeah, and then they send He-Man to some nether realm. They make Skeletor some... Oh God, I don't want to get into that right now.
Yeah, but he gets the sort of power in the movie. He turns all golden, stupid looking.
Fucking badass. Just the fight scene kind of was lame, but because they ran out of fucking money and they were told to stop shooting. Well, they kind of squeezed that one out anyway.
Thank you, Superman 4. But if anyone wondered where that money went to,
peace, everybody.
Yeah.